night sashes with the boys, the big dick player boys, the boys. Ronan can hear it in his headphones and it sounds like a show. Whereas Tulsa just sounds like we're chatting. Welcome to the Big Dick Player broadcast tonight. We're brought to you by Coca-Cola, the smooth taste, that jazz taste in your mouth.
I thought we were drinking Coke. I mean Pepsi. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm drinking Stanny.
You know,
that's pretty close.
Britney Spears was the Pepsi bitch, right?
Was she?
Yeah, for a while.
I swear.
Yeah.
No, I didn't think. I think she was more like a Coke person, but whatever.
I saw today.
Was that before she was crazy or after?
Yeah, then that's. I don't know. That was before she shaved her head, I think. So that's before she took. Coke. She went from Pepsi to cocaine.
Oh, that Coke. But I saw today the song "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" was written by. His name's Max something or other. He's a Swedish guy.
Are we gonna?
And he
how are the levels, by the way? Yeah, because we have to have a starting point.
Sorry.
I thought we already started.
When was the start? Did it?
Yeah, we.
You can start whenever.
No,
yeah, you just edited
okay.
it.
Alright, technology.
Okay. We need a guy with a marker that's like 3, 2, 1. No, still just doing the one with his finger. Okay.
But anyway, because I've always thought about like the song "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
Yeah.
Because it's written by a Swedish guy. His name's Max something, or I forget his name, but he's written a lot of big songs for like Katy Perry and all sorts. He's one of those songwriters that does it for all the pop stars, and he mistranslated it because he actually wanted to say like "hit me up one more time," as in hey, hit me up sometime.
Yeah.
Or like a hit me up one more time.
Yeah, as in call me again.
Call me again.
Call me again. But because he's Swedish, he didn't. He mistranslated it. He mistranslated it. And that's why we got
Google Translate wasn't that good. 15. How long?
I read that today, and it kind of makes sense that.
All Swedish people have good English.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You know what I mean?
Hey, I read it on the internet. That means
like ABBA was before Britney Spears, and that was some good shit. You just got bamboozled by the internet again.
This is Wikipedia, so you know it's legit.
Yeah. Steve Irwin was not your dad, and now Britney Spears lyrics are fucking. I can fucking edit Wikipedia, man. Don't believe that shit.
Yeah, Brodie gets his facts from fakefacts.com.au.
Fake facts by Brodie. You were reading
the
Wikipedia.
Daily Mail.
I read the Daily Mail.
Yeah, I read in the Daily Mail that all Swedish people can't speak English. I did. So I read it in the newspaper. I did. Yeah.
It's legit. I guess
I'm gonna call fake news on that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna call fake news on that too.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like an abusive song.
Yeah, but it could also be sexual.
Also, it could. Yeah,
like hit me on the arse one more time.
Yeah, my initial thought was something sexual.
Well, when you're seeing
baby,
Britney's
idea, like Lambo, hit me, baby.
No, I think
you would probably. I don't want to. But okay. Ow!
I figured
call me again.
It would be like a few consecutive hits, not just like a, it would be more like a. Is that okay? Are you alive? Oh shit! I went too far.
I think when it comes down to it, it's if you put the film clip with Britney Spears wearing this schoolgirl outfit. Yeah. And acting all sexual, you're gonna kind of put the 2 and 2 together and be like, "Hit me, baby, one more time." Like, need to be disciplined, But if the clip was, something different, let's say this, it's kind of dark, and there's some lady like holding her face,
But I mean, is it not weird that some person's dancing around in a school uniform singing
not weird,
"Hit me, baby,
Brody,
one more time"?
Unless you're gay. Well,
it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy, man.
Can we say that?
We can say, yeah.
Okay.
He's a faggot. Capital F.
And it's okay.
With a hard F.
Brodie's coming out tonight.
Well, I'm just talking about Britney Spears.
Yeah.
If that's gay, well, so be it.
Well, if you speak about Britney negatively,
I wasn't. I was saying that.
Were you wait, I got a question. Were you a Britney bitch or were you what's the Christina Aguilera fan base called? Dirty hoes. Were you a Britney bitch or a dirty hoe?
I probably had more of a crush on Britney than I did on Christina.
Okay.
What about you, Lambo?
Britney all the way, man.
Yeah, Britney.
I mean, there's like Britney before she's crazy, and then Christina after Britney was crazy. That's how.
What do you think Britney's like whole thing behind shaving her head was? Like, what did you read into that? That she was crazy?
Yeah,
that she'd lost her grip on reality?
Probably the.
I don't remember when I couldn't believe it at the time. I thought it was just like.
I feel like it was a.
Until I like actually saw it on the like you know, you hear it from people and then it's like, oh, it's actually real. I thought it was just one of those stories.
Maybe it could be one of those things where her like something bad happened to her and she's getting bad press, and
You
then
think
she was
so?
yeah, and then like it was like a diversion. You know? Maybe her like PR, you know,
Person fucked up.
yeah. It's like, hey, you're gonna have to shave your head, otherwise people think that you're racist. So yeah, it's better if you shave your head. It's like Trump, man. He's gonna invade Venezuela.
Oh, this guy is fucked up, man.
He's gonna invade Venezuela, and then while we're all focused on Venezuela, he's gonna put up a wall, boom, between Mexico.
Yeah.
He's be like, yeah, there's a wall tax now. All the poor people get taxed $1,000. Yeah, fuck
You
you.
even watch the State of the Union address?
I started
watched
watching it. It came up live on my feed.
Really?
Yeah, it was like
How?
I got home from work and it was real late, and
He loaded up his
And it-
favorite Britney YouTube video.
no, it was on Facebook, and it was like, you know, I follow.
Oh,
a few,
Facebook streaming it. That's...
I haven't. No, I have a few. I follow a few news.
Oh, okay, I see.
You know, pages, Al Jazeera and ABC and shit like that, and it just came up. It's like Trump's, you know, he's doing his speech now live, and I'm just watching it.
What a waste of
It
your
was
time.
so fucking shit, man.
Yeah, that's
and
what
it
I
was
figured.
so weird, like the way.
The amount of standing ovations.
Yeah, there was like a standing ovation after every
Seriously.
sentence, but the standing ovations only came from the side of the room that was supporting Trump. So there'd be like half of the room
crowd standing up.
Yeah, half of them would stand up after every fucking thing he said. He'd be like, "And all the Mexicans should fucking die," and everyone's like, "Woo!" And the other half of the room's just like silent.
He's fucking racist.
And it's weird because some people would stand
They weren't
stand
sure.
up for some
They would go,
things,
like,
and other
halfway.
people wouldn't.
Oh, so it was just
Yeah,
awkward.
it was like
Yeah,
depending
yeah.
on what he said, certain people stood up to
Yeah,
like
yeah,
show
yeah.
that their support.
He would say something, and then the cameras would go to like all of the politicians and everything, and then it would be like, who gave that a standing ovation? It was like, you know, who think. Yeah, it was like, and then we're going to put 500 million to this, and then it would turn around and be like, who's giving that a standing ovation? People are just fucking standing up, sitting down.
Oh, that is
fucking,
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Never fucking skipping
and
leg day.
these are the cunts that have got all the bombs, man.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but you know what I thought was awesome? Buzz Aldrin was there
Really?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is Buzz
because
Aldrin
they Trump's
nothing better to do.
Trump's allowed. No, I mean went to the moon like 50 years ago.
So now you just like go to the bar and talk like moon stories. Like, hey,
he got invited, man, by Trump. Trump's allowed to invite 6 people or some shit.
oh, that's it. Oh,
And he invited
Buzz Aldrin.
like some
His
World
wife.
War II veterans,
Okay.
and then he invited Buzz Aldrin, and
Wasn't he the dude that like one time I saw a video where I think Trump was talking about like space or something, and he's in the background like making weird faces like, that's fake.
It's like,
That's not possible. What are you talking about?
so up in
And when we did the- yeah.
you know,
and back in 1969 when we did the fake moon landing. I mean,
real one.
no, I mean that's a conspiracy. I mean, what do you think about that?
You know what? I actually watched like one of these conspiracy videos, and I thought it could have been fake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because like videos were so terrible back in the day, and like information, like you couldn't fact check it. You know what I mean? If someone said like we went to the moon, it was like, how do you like prove?
And they
it
haven't
wrong?
gone again since.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
China did recently.
So they claim.
Yeah, yeah.
So they claim these
So they claim,
motherfuckers.
yeah.
And the US did have incentive to claim that they went to the moon because they were in a space race with the Soviet Union.
I mean, yeah, but it's the moon, dude.
Mm.
It's fucking far away. Like,
Man,
why are you wasting so much money to go to the moon?
Because
You know what I mean?
because Russia got to
that's
space
some bullshit,
first.
man. That's some
Russia
bullshit.
got to space
Yeah, haven't you
first,
heard
and
of
they
the
needed
space
to
race?
do one further.
Yeah, no, but all that money you're wasting at the time, it doesn't benefit anyone, man.
But it was a battle of minds because it was the battle of ideologies. It was
They
capitalism.
basically-
You see, that's what I
and-
think. I think how
Communism.
that's how I think capitalism fucked communism because they actually didn't do shit. They were just like feeding fake videos to the Russians, and the Russians were wasting their money trying to go to the moon, and then look at them now.
Man, what are you talking
They
about?
just won the US election 2 years ago.
The Russians.
That's not a conspiracy theory. That's
shit.
real.
You got me there. That's some real shit. Fuck.
Yeah, you just got entrapment.
Yeah. I just got
Is
mine.
it entrapment? No, that's a totally different
Yeah,
film.
that's some proper Inception right there.
Inception.
I
Entrapment.
thought I was ahead, and Brodie just hit me. With
Isn't
no.
is entrapment Michael Douglas? Fuck me. I was gonna say about the space race thing. I watched a documentary on the moon landing, and it was all these official government U.S. people.
Yeah.
And they were. It was a very serious documentary about moon landing. Like, and this is what we did, and we faked it, and they're like talking about it. I'm like, these like CIA agents,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
fucking people for NASA and stuff, and they're all like, yeah, it was a very hush hush thing, and I'm like, holy shit! And I'm watching this, my mind's being blown, and then at the end, it just like goes to the credits. And they're all like laughing, and it was a parody, like it was a fake. Like what the fuck? Like all these scientists for NASA just like went along with this joke.
They just fucked with
They're
you.
just
huh?
fucking with the moon landing conspiracy.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Motherfuckers. And I wasn't even like skeptical.
Yeah.
I was skeptical at the end until the credits
Wow,
rolled.
this is really true.
It was quite the roller coaster.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. What a way to fuck with someone.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, but actually the space race is kind of interesting because I think in the last couple of years NASA has got less money.
They're pretty much fucked.
Yeah, they're pretty much
fucked.
They're pretty much fucked. Like the budget, it's like less than 1% is set aside for NASA or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I think Trump fucked them.
a lot of American astronauts have, in the last 10 years, have been sent into space with Russian rockets.
Yeah.
And then they
That's
just
how
get.
they get into
That's how they.
space
That's
now.
like a fucking
Yeah.
taxi. And
I think now like Elon Musk is trying to like make a way for his company to revitalize like the
what happened to
space race or some shit. I don't know.
fuck? What's Virgin?
Or Richard Branson.
Yeah, didn't he want to make like a Virgin, interstellar?
I don't think
He wanted to
he's
go
rich
to the
enough.
perimeter of space, and
yeah.
it was more like as far as I remember,
He kind
one
of
of
get
the
like
things he wanted to do was have he could take people like citizens, just general people up to the perimeter of space. Citizens of the world.
of the world.
And then take them up to the perimeter and then bring them down, but not actually go into
space.
orbit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you just get like the 0G experience or whatever. Because I don't see why you would want to do that. I guess
Because they go up to
You
as
see
far
the-
as they can with normal jets, I think.
yeah, but what's the benefit of doing that?
Because you can see the
You can
world
see.
as it.
You can see
Got
like the
that,
arch
yeah.
of
Oh, okay.
of space and the Earth, and yeah, it would be a really incredible sight to see.
Is it
But
just
actually
me or,
going
like-
into space and losing
I don't know, man.
gravity.
Fuck that.
That's a bit fucked up. You know what I mean?
Man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd rather just like Google this shit.
Do you
and,
know
like,
what
oh, that looks nice.
Do you know what fucking happens to people when they go into space? Like the amount of effort it takes.
Yeah,
They have
it's
to
fucking ridiculous.
exercise every day for like 8 hours
Yeah, for
because
like,
their muscle they lose. They go to space, and the people who've been up there in the International Space Station for 6 months or a year or whatever,
They get fucked up.
they're like they come back and they're like their muscles are fucking weak and they can't walk properly and
Like,
they get wheeled
fucked
out
up.
on like wheelchairs and stuff because
The gravity,
they
man,
have
it's
to wait
just like-
until their muscles kind of they
they go into
they got, like-
compression tanks and shit, don't they? Or they fly into the ocean, or they land in the ocean.
But I just want to say that
I think
there's
that's
not a
pretty
point
dope.
in space that it goes from like gravity to no gravity. What actually happens is they go up and then they shoot out,
so
and they're actually
circling the Earth.
they're
Science
circling the
lessons with
Earth,
Uncle Brodie.
and they're not actually. There's not a point. If you send a balloon up, and then you with like a stone on it, and then you pop it, it's always going to fall back to the Earth.
Yeah.
No gravity is what you have to do. Is you have to go straight up, and then you have to shoot out at about 27,000 kilometers an hour. And what you're doing is you're just
Maintaining
continually
orbit. Yeah.
missing the Earth.
Yeah.
You're falling constantly, but every time you fall, you're just missing the Earth. So I always thought it was you'd go up and then it was like some spot was like, oh wow, now we're in zero gravity. But it's not yet. They actually go up and then they shoot and they have to keep orbiting the Earth because they're just
Yeah, they
falling
go in an
into
angle.
the Earth. They're falling into the Earth, but they just keep falling and not hitting Earth.
Yeah, I reckon we understand, Brodie. Fuck.
Well, I never understood. I thought you just went up and hit a layer and then it's just like, oh wow, now it's 0 degree. And
You just told me
Just
3
fucking-
times. Shut up, bro.
You know, which is ironic because Brodie, in fact, hates the song "Around the World" by Daft Punk because he loves talking about it. He loves to,
Worst song.
he loves to
ever.
talk
What are you
about
talking
going
about?
around the world, but the song
Around the world.
"Brodie is gay, Brodie is gay."
That's not the lyrics, Sean.
It's an
That's
awesome song.
It's the worst song, and I knew that when I was a kid when
Alright.
it came out.
Who do you listen to? Bob Marley or
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
See? It's an awesome song.
No, it's like
So
want
you
to be
do like
kicked
the song?
in- Do you want to kicked in the face or kicked in the balls? You're like, oh, kicked in the face. So you like getting kicked in the face?
No, I think-
no. That's a false
No, it depends.
something or other.
I think I'll take the kick in the nuts, you know.
So you like getting kicked in the face.
take the reggae. Is that what you're saying?
It'll hurt for a second, but at least my face will be alright.
But that doesn't imply that you liked getting kicked in the balls.
No.
It's just you had two choices and you chose the one that hurt you less.
Yeah, I figured.
All right, Brodie, you got to stop talking like you're out of a Dr. Seuss book. Okay. We've already lost half of our listeners from the line.
Oh, yeah. They were like, oh, God, here's Brodie again with his rant. Oh, I'll tune in
Look,
20
I've got a few
minutes.
things to say.
And another thing about the space program.
When you shoot left, if you had shot right, you would have been in space. But, yeah.
If you didn't shoot enough, you're going to fall straight back to Earth.
And that's how the baby's born.
Yeah, so we're plummeting straight back to reality right now, which is
Well, I got something to say. I was talking to someone the other day, and about skin cancer. 'cause
everyone shut up. Brodie's got something to say.
everyone shut up. And I was nearly 100% sure that Australia has the highest rate of skin cancer in the world. But I thought I should look it up just in case.
Where
I
is
went
it?
to
New Zealand?
No, it's Australia.
Oh, okay. Story.
But I just wanted to double check on the internet. So I went to the World Cancer Research Fund, and it's like Australia #1 for skin cancer rate in the world. And then it has a
We're number one, mate.
broken
We're
now.
fucking number one, you fucking counts.
Number one. But then
Number
it-
one, Australia. Cancer. Get it up, yeah.
Fucking. Wait a minute. But then it breaks it down by male and female. And so male, the highest rate of skin cancer.
What about trans?
In males, we're not talking. Males, Australia, as you'd expect. But then it breaks it down to female. And I'll give you one guess who you think #1 is for the highest rate of skin cancer in females by country. Who do you think #1 is?
You mean
#1 for males was Australia. #1 for
America.
all of them.
America.
Oh,
You
fuck.
say America. Who do you say is the number one for female?
I say, Brodie, you're an amazing person.
Thank you. I get that a lot.
Yeah. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we don't have any listeners anymore. So. I'm going to say...
the cancer has spread through the airwaves.
Highest rate
for female
skin cancer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Any country in the world.
I'm thinking where people are white, and I'm thinking that might be a trick question, you know?
That's why I said America.
Yeah, you went for the diversity. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm just going to go UK.
Denmark.
They don't get much.
Denmark. I was so close.
They don't even get any sun up there. What the
Denmark has the highest rate of
female skin
cancer.
It's because they all go on holiday to Australia.
Yeah, to Australia,
Rich cunts.
And they don't realize that, like, oh, the sun is strong here. Fuck.
Yeah, it really got me.
Yeah, we have come here to enjoy your country and the sun.
Yeah.
And the beach.
And now I have cancer.
Oh no, skin cancer. Oh, shut it. I don't know.
I thought that was quite interesting that because Denmark sits about like 7 or 8 for like the global index and the global male index, but then when it comes to global female index, they jump from like 7 to number 1.
I figured they just probably want to get tanned.
Well, they're getting
too much.
I don't know what they did to annoy the sun god, but he's got a fucking vengeance, and he's like, fuck Denmark, and especially fuck females in Denmark.
Well, how high was the men's cancer rate in Denmark? Skin
7,
cancer.
right?
No, Brodie, you can't check.
We don't fact
We
check.
don't
I think it was down around
Bring your facts with
5
you.
or 6. I don't even know what my phone is anyway, so.
Good.
Well, I actually wrote down a list, or I've been writing down a list of things, topics.
Okay.
Who should get cancer?
Number 1 was skin cancer, actually. Yeah.
Glad we covered that.
Number 2, it just says Brodie is gay.
3 is Brodie is a
3,
faggot.
Brodie's a faggot.
Hard F.
It just goes on like this.
4 through 10. See above.
No, first of all was Degrassi High, The Next Generation.
Oh, that's a weird show.
I didn't realize that it was Canadian, which is where you're from. And it's also Drake's in it.
Yeah, one of the older ones. I've never actually watched that many episodes of
Some
it.
pop culture.
Because I hate like cheesy teenage bullshit.
Brodie's
You know what I mean?
Brodie's on his toilet break, so we're actually having our hot minute here.
So
Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to Brodie's toilet break. We're gonna be talking on
No
the
facts.
Lambo Insurance Hot Minute about all the hot goss.
never watched Degrassi. It's complete trash.
Yeah, it's trash.
I'm
It's
more of a fan of like American
woman.
American like
American
know.
idiots.
do you know Boy Meets World?
Boy Meets World, nah.
No? Full
No.
House?
Full House is shit, man.
Is that like a worldwide? Because I don't know what's like across the border. What do you have?
I wonder if the mic picks up Brodie
Yeah.
flushing the toilet, does
Yeah.
it?
Oh, God.
We're just getting a nod from our engineer that we're picking up Brodie's toilet time is coming to an end. And that
That
concludes
Lambert and Sean.
Lambert Insurance, 1 hot minute. And no, he seems to be washing his hands like a good lad, taking his time. It's all good. I had another thing that I wanted to add on, which was, let's put that there, watching documentaries or watching films.
Oh,
Watching films. This one's a good one for you,
All right.
Rand, but I wanted to ask
Let
you
me
this
hear that.
question. Okay. Have you ever watched a film where you're with your parents or with maybe your girlfriend's parents, and then an awkward scene comes on of like, you know, a sex scene or, you know, something like that?
okay.
And
With my parents,
awkward?
I've seen like I've watched a few, and they have this thing where when I was younger,
Do they make
would-
jokes?
No, they would put their hands in front of my eyes and
Do
be
they
like,
still do it?
No, not really. But I don't really watch anything with them now.
You don't watch porn with them these days. What I was gonna add to that was watching it on a plane.
with all these people around you.
Yeah, like you're watching on the in-flight entertainment
Yeah, it's
system, and
hella
you're just
weird.
watching, I don't know, fucking Mad Men or something, and then all of a sudden,
Put your hands over the
there's all these-
screen.
all of a sudden, there's this like full-blown
You know what I do?
naked scene. You're like,
When I see it happening, I look over to the screen beside me to see how much of their screen I can see. Then I know how much they can see of my screen.
Oh,
and then
fuck,
I
they
look
can
at the
see
guy.
everything.
Yeah, then I look at the guy in front of me. This is how I know if I should freak out or not. You know
I
what
turn
I
the
mean?
dimness down.
Oh, that's clever.
Just turn it down, wait for the scene to pass,
I
and then
didn't
I'm
think
like,
about
I can't handle this.
that.
Too awkward. This is
No,
way
I
too
just
awkward.
analyze the situation, and then I'm like, okay, I'm fucked. Fuck it.
I wasn't even paying attention to
I'm
anything
like, oh
because I was
fuck.
too busy freaking out.
Let's, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm a weirdo. Fuck it. Okay. And then I'm like, all right, it's gone. Hope there's not another one. But I always do that because some flights you can't see the other person's screen properly, right? But then there's somewhere you can see everything. And I hate that asshole that's just looking at your screen the whole time, even though he has one right in front of him. It's so irritating.
What's this cunt watching?
Yeah, he's just like, oh,
Mind your beeswax, Ken.
Yeah.
that's a good scene.
I'm watching my porn in peace. It is
Well,
true.
that'd be
You're
weird.
like, but surely they all know that this is something everyone can get on here. Like,
It's
I'm not watching
besides the
something
point.
special on here.
It's I think the point is that when someone sees you watching a naked scene or a sex scene, it gives them the idea that you might have an erection. And that's quite an uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a bit.
I don't want people to know if I'm
But you know
hot or
what?
not.
Speaking of sex scenes, I hate sex scenes in most movies because they're so unrealistic. Because you're like, okay, it's happening or whatever, and then it's over, and you're like, who has sex? And then all
Yeah,
their
but when do
clothes
they
are
ever
on.
capture any realistic
Yeah,
sex?
but what I mean, it's like it's so easy to just like get it right that they just fuck it up. It's so irritating.
Best sex scene in a movie you've ever seen?
Fuck, I can't recall it.
There are no. Oh, there's the sex scene in. What's the
I can't recall.
Monsters Ball.
Trey, Matt
That's Halle Berry, right?
I don't know. I've
I
never-
think
Matt
Halle
Parker
Berry
and Trey,
gets just
whoever does South
absolutely
Park.
slammed in it.
Oh god.
Yeah,
No, I gotta
I
watch
remember
this
watching
movie.
it. It was pretty hot, but
The one
I'm
from
not. My memory,
America,
sorry, is a
fuck
bit.
yeah.
My memory is a bit hazy. I don't want people
Yeah.
to watch the film and be like, "Oh, that was a rape scene."
Yeah.
I
It was
do remember.
So beautiful.
I do remember that she she wasn't that happy about having sex with this
Oh
guy.
yeah.
So,
So it was not pleasurable. All right.
I don't know, but it was still from memory. It was hot. You know when you're a kid and you just like any scene you see, you're just like, "That's hot. That's
You're
someone
just like,
having sex."
I saw one tit.
And then when you see it later, you're like,
You're like,
that
that
really
was
was
it?
nothing.
Yeah,
Or you
yeah.
see it and you're like, that was kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely know that.
No, what's the movie that the people that did South Park did that was all Super Mario Nation?
Oh, you mean Team America?
Yeah,
yeah.
the sex scene in that.
Oh,
where
that's
it's-
fucking classic. Yeah.
Are we talking like classic funny sex scenes
I mean,
or like
it
a
doesn't
real
matter.
hot sex
It's like
scene?
it just has to be realistic. Because I mean, there are
That's
funny
definitely
moments.
not realistic.
No, that's
You know?
actually probably one of the best calls, Brodie. That's one of the best sex scenes in film, hands down, is the sex scene in Team America.
Yeah.
With puppets just doing all these fucking crazy sex positions. It's insane, man.
Yeah,
And
it just has to be
just
like
catches you off
just a
guard.
little more realistic.
It's a
It's just
fucking
like,
puppet sex montage.
it's a sex.
It's insane.
It's the sex scene we didn't know we needed.
Yeah, basically. The next director or producer, whoever the fuck that makes like a good sex scene is gonna be like the thing to like revolution. Like it's gonna be like the Matrix of the film industry. I'm telling you. I'm telling
Like
you.
Kim Kardashian. She made a sex tape.
Oh, it wasn't that good. It was shit.
Man, all those celebrity sex tapes suck.
Yeah,
like I
like,
could make a
really.
way better sex tape.
Yeah, and like I mean,
It's so
it was just
easy.
terrible. Like, oh, I can't believe she got that famous off of that garbage.
Hey, but she is
Pretty-
now fucking insanely rich.
Yeah,
I guess if I knew that I was going to get that rich off of doing something like that,
Well, you wouldn't understand, Brodie. You're not an influencer like me.
Yeah.
Me and Kim. Kim and I.
and now she's married to Kanye West,
or is Kanye West
multi-billion-dollar
married to her?
empire.
What's their kid? Northwest?
And
That's-
the other one's East.
I don't know if that's cool or lame. Northwest.
I think it's just like a celebrity thing. They didn't name their kids like weird things, like apple pie.
Yeah,
You know, it's just it's weird.
Apple was Chris Martin's kid from Coldplay.
See, like I just made that shit up and look.
Frank Zappa's is Moon
Unit and Dweezil. Dweezil and Moon Unit.
Why? You think you'd have like that friend that tell like, no, bro, that's fucked up. Don't name your kid Apple.
There's this singer in Melbourne. I hooked up with her a few times when I was a kid, a teenager. Hey, and anyway, her surname was Holic, and she said when she had a kid, she wanted to name the kid Alco, so it was Alcoholic.
That I like. That is fucking
yeah. But I
This chick
just
is
checked
cool.
on Facebook and like she's got a kid and
It's not Alco.
No, it's not
Oh,
Alco.
okay.
I was very disappointed.
Yeah, she fucked up.
It's like, see, this is why we were never right for each other. It's because you're
First, you had a kid.
You're a compulsive liar. You say things and you don't follow through. I can't trust you.
Yeah.
My cousin, her and her husband, their last name is Beams.
Bindi Irwin?
Yeah.
My cousin Bindi Irwin.
They've got their first kid, middle name Laser. So it's Laser Beams.
Nice.
Second one is Sunbeams. And third is Moonbeams.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Nice.
But it didn't go all the way, you know. They should have just made the first name Laser.
Yeah. Laser Beams.
Laser Beams. Yeah. That would have been fucking awesome. I mean, Laser is not too bad of a name.
Hey, wait a minute. I think...
No, it's a middle name. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I know.
Isn't
but
it in Germany that you can't...
You can't have retarded names, basically.
Yeah, like Brodie. That's an illegal
legit
name.
name.
Yeah,
It's
it would-
illegal. It's
Yeah,
retarded.
it would be illegal.
This is
why?
unfair for the child to have a name like
because they
this.
can't pronounce it because they're like Brodie?
Brodie?
Brodie. Brodie?
Brodie?
Brodie. Birdie? Yeah, okay. All right, I'll go with that. I've done that many times. Like, Birdie? Yeah, that's kind of close.
You
Yeah,
said
you
it.
can't name...
The and then the
Yeah.
You have to prove that the name that you're giving your child is
a
a
real
legit
name.
name
Yeah.
somewhere.
So you can't make up some.
Because and I don't know if you
Class.
can use like Adolf or Hitler anymore.
I don't think you can use Adolf.
Adolf. What about Himmler?
I think that's probably also on the
You go
banned
through
list.
you just like rock up there with names of all these Nazis, and you just go through the list until they're like, no.
They've forgotten about him. He works. Yeah, you're good.
You can take Hans. Hans is still good.
Yeah.
We've kept that. He was,
But Adolf, Himmler, Hitler, Auschwitz, Dachau
Yeah.
is completely out.
Yeah.
You can't name your kid that.
also, Voldemort is out.
Yeah.
Shh. We don't say his name.
You don't say. Yeah.
But Brodie would surely be there.
name.
But why is Voldemort and Brodie out? Like, I'm not on the same level as Voldemort, am I? Brodie and Voldemort?
Depends on. the day
He's
of
a
the
little
week.
more handsome than you.
I haven't seen any Harry Potter films, but I
You
think
really?
that's an insult.
You've never seen them.
Totally fine. That's why we're doing a podcast,
Okay.
Brody.
Yeah.
There's
we
no,
got to show
there's
your
no
face.
judgment here. You just have to sound skinny.
That's real tough.
Suck it in, buddy.
I don't have to. I'm
Brodie-
a body for radio.
No,
so-
Brody went on holiday over Christmas, and you know he's just got his little holiday coat on still.
Yeah.
I'm a little huskier.
Little
but that's
huskier.
it.
He's
Yeah,
got a
it's
little bit of a
going
glow.
away.
That's what going to Australia for 5 weeks to do to you. Sitting in a pool watching cricket and drinking fucking Fosters, mate. We don't drink Fosters in Australia.
don't drink
We drink
Fosters.
fucking VB can.
I would never drink VB because I'm from Adelaide.
Cooper's. I drink Cooper's fucking pale ale.
Yeah, I drink pale ale. You don't even need to say pale ale because when you're from Adelaide, pale ale means Coopers.
Yeah.
And when you're from Adelaide, you're a fucking retard.
And that's not a thing.
With skin cancer.
The best thing about Adelaide is the
The
airport.
people
It's
and
the airport, so you can get the fuck out of there.
You can get the fuck out of there. And also, they have, Brody's right, the Cooper's Brewery It comes out of it's from South Australia. It's from
Still family owned, not owned by any conglomerate. It's still
they
wholly
made like a
owned
really
by the
good
Cooper family.
solid pale ale and some stouts and stuff. But yeah, they have a bar at the airport, a Cooper's bar.
Yeah.
And so they've got all these special Coopers that you can't get anywhere else.
Oh,
like
wow.
and you
Nice.
get it on the tap and normally you just get it in the bottle.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of special.
That's pretty
But the
nice.
rest of Adelaide is very, very disappointing.
All right. So
Yeah.
if you ever go to Adelaide, make sure you get some keepers.
Coopers.
Coopers?
Coopers.
Coopers,
I got
mate.
the K
Fucking
part.
Coopers.
Yeah.
Keepers.
It's
Keepers.
with the C though.
Oh, it is. Oh, fucking A.
Cooper is
Any more
Cooper,
surprises?
Cooper Trooper from Mario with his
Fucking
A.
K.
You show up, you're like, where's Cooper's? Oh, Cooper's with a C. Wrong place. I'm looking for Cooper's.
Yeah, these Cooper Troopers I've seen on this documentary, Super Mario Brothers, that I saw, but they never made a sequel to, which they should have.
Coopers. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, like Lion Nathan tried to take them over, like in a hostile takeover,
Yeah.
and they then restructured the entire company so that they could never have a hostile takeover by a
Nice.
to keep it in the Cooper family
Yeah.
forever.
Forever.
Forever, ever.
Amen.
But I mean,
Forever,
that's it. It's
Yeah, so anyway, like I was saying, that's the best part about Adelaide is the airport because you can get the fuck out of there and get a nice beer on the way out. It's beautiful.
the best part about Adelaide was that we once had a one-way freeway.
One-way freeway.
It went one
How do
way
you
in the
get back?
morning, and then it stopped, and then it went the other way in the
That
afternoon
is some backwards shit, mate.
because
That
they
is some backwards shit.
Was I
because they
telling-
didn't want to pay enough money to
Don't
make
forget
two
your
lanes.
shit at home.
They didn't want to make 2 lanes because it was going to cost too much.
Oh my
So they
God.
decided, well, instead of making a
Is that still a
two-way freeway, we'll
We'll make a one-way freeway.
and then they put these big like bars down to stop anyone driving on it and
Yeah.
let all the people go off of it. And then in the afternoon, it went the other way.
That is fucking ridiculous.
And then it cost them like multiple times more money to then put in the second direction.
Oh god. That is some backwards shit.
It made for quite a few jokes of like Adelaide's the only place in the world they have a one-way freeway out of the city.
Oh my god.
I was going to say that they have a similar thing in Hong Kong.
Really?
Yeah, but with escalators. They have like the longest series of escalators in the world. Yeah, it's just like a series of escalators that go for a couple of kilometers. And they go up the side of the mountain. But there's only one escalator and it goes in peak
Yeah.
hour, it goes down into the city. And then, so the first rush hour
Yeah.
goes down, second
then
rush hour,
rush hour
boom,
2,
up.
it comes-
Rush hour 2, it goes up.
Ah.
Yeah, man. And it's so cool. It's like,
Kilometers long. That is fucking awesome.
just imagine you're alive if there were escalators everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
You know how
that's
you're
fantastic.
at the airport and you walk on the
You
flat
just-
ones?
Yeah.
They have those as well, and it's so fucking nice, man.
Yeah.
You just like,
You just stand there, enjoy the view.
when you're walking and you got a little push from the conveyor
it's quite
belt,
nice.
it's nice.
It's quite nice.
You feel like you're going
Places.
faster with less effort.
Yeah.
You know, that's the way I like to do it.
There's
I wanna,
still people at the
I wanna
airport
feel
that
like I'm
stand
running.
on them and just stand like 2 abreast,
Yeah, that's
blocking
a
the
bit
entire
ridiculous.
thing. Like,
Yeah.
Did you say breast?
abreast.
Okay.
I said
Just a
breast.
singular breast. Could you please get us a beer too, as Brodie?
That would be
Yeah,
nice.
fucking scumbag.
There's only 1 beer in here.
It's all good. You can have it.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, so what were we talking about?
Breasts.
Breast.
Just a breast, though.
A single one.
Singular breast. Chicken breast or
So, question. How much would it cost for you to lose your feet from your knees down? Like, what's the price?
Both of them?
Both of them.
It'd have to be enough money to invest that I would get a
Yeah, you
income
get
of
prosthetics for sure.
about 100,000 a year. I need enough money that I can invest, and then that would pay me $100,000 a year. Hey, if I get every year until I die, I get $100,000, 100,000 euro.
100,000 euros a year would be enough for you to cut your feet off from your knees down.
I mean, you can 100,000 euro a year.
You're a simple man, Brodie. You are a simple man.
You're the one that asked him the question.
Yeah.
But that would require
but I reckon
an
he would say something higher, not 100,000 euros.
That would require an investment
$7 billion
of
a year.
4 million or something like that.
Yeah, but regardless, you're just getting 100,000 a year.
For not doing anything.
Brodie doesn't want to do anything with his life. He just wants to have no legs and a lot of money.
Excuse me, I have a 2-year plan. my media
I got a
company
solid
is
2-year plan.
But I mean, it's like instead of asking what's the gross amount of money, it's like what amount of money per year would you want to be paid into perpetuity after inflation?
Yeah, but that's getting a bit too technical. But only 100,000?
100,000 a year forever.
No, hold on. You're getting stuck on the wrong point here. What would you do with that money, Brodie, once you have no legs?
Yeah, let's say, it's 2020, you have no legs, but you're getting 100,000 a year every year as long as you're alive going forward.
What are you doing?
But you don't get more than 100,000 in that year. So what are you doing with 100,000?
You could travel
with no
forever.
legs.
Oscar Pistorius fucking killed a person with it. I mean, and he's still doing stuff.
That is the Australian way to fucking. Oh my god!
Hey, don't bring me into this, motherfucker. I told you he's retarded.
That is a terrible role model. Whoa.
Well, I should say maybe he won like some stuff in like running.
Maybe that's how you start off. Not the motherfucker killed some people without legs.
I mean, you still got to use your legs to do that, don't you? Also, he was like a champion in running and stuff. He still had his like leg blades and whatever.
Brodie.
But,
oh my god.
Hey, I could do that. Not kill a person, but I could probably. You could still do stuff.
You wouldn't be in the Olympics at all, Brodie.
No, but I wouldn't need to because I'll be earning 100,000 a year.
I like how your benchmark was Oscar, who is like fucking crazy as shit.
But I'm just using him as like a.
That's a terrible example.
Well, how many other legless examples?
I'm sure there
got?
are tons, probably. He's just
but he's the only one I could think of. He managed to run around and do whatever else he did, which was maybe not as good, but hey, I would lose my leg. I would below the knee though.
Yeah, below.
I wouldn't want to go above the knee. Below the knee.
Below the knee. So it's like
100,000 a year into perpetuity. Inflation adjusted.
Yeah, you get 100,000, like boom. After tax, whatever, 100,000.
I could probably do that because that would allow you to. That's a lot of money.
Hey, that's like a regular dude. Why do you want to be a regular dude without legs?
Because you could be earning 10 times that.
He's gonna just get an electric chair and just like one of those wheelie chairs and just drive around and like. Kind of wheel into people and
I'll be on a Segway all day.
Drunk at midday, just throwing money at people.
That's like 10 times what I earn now.
But that's not, it doesn't matter. You're losing your leg just for 10 times what you earn right now.
What would you do with like?
I'd love to buy Brodie's
12,000.
Yeah. Just buy them, Brodie.
So I win the lottery and buying your feet.
If I get some money, man, your feet are gone. They're mine.
Just gonna have them in a trophy case on my wall.
That's some fucking cheap. That's some cheap feet, man.
And then I'll be getting like fucking 11,000 euro a month.
Yeah.
Without feet.
And I'll be having fun with your feet.
You've got 2 dead legs on your fucking bookcase, and I'm getting 11,000 euro a month.
All good.
Exactly. My bookcase is going to look great with your feet on either side holding up my books.
Hey.
You'll be wishing you had them
11,000
feet.
euro a month?
Yeah.
Please.
It's got to be a bit more, man. I mean, you don't need your feet that much, because like prosthetics, you can walk around, but like, come on, man.
I don't know. What's your cost? What's your price?
I feel like we got to have another
Yeah.
You got to have an alternative question now.
Yeah, you can't ask me the
You
same
can't ask the
question.
same question. It's got to be like, how much would it cost to lick the handrail of an escalator?
So you asked me how much it would cost to lose my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're asking Lambo how much would it cost to lick a...
Yeah, man, it's all about dynamics. This
Handrail?
show is
Oh,
about
it's pretty-
dynamics,
yeah, it's
bitch.
pretty gross, man. Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah. $50.
Like, I'm putting my lip and just let it go around. I mean, I put my tongue
No,
on
you
it and
put
it
the
just...
tape and you have a marker. That's what's the start.
Yeah, and then it goes,
It
all
goes
the way around. and
Once
then,
the tape comes around again,
oh,
boom.
that's disgusting. Oh,
You just have to put your tongue there. That's it.
yeah, it's nasty,
$50.
man. You know what people do? Like, oh, people are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, but
what's-
you've had
what's gonna
coins in your pocket. You've taken notes. You know what those... You know, every
Yeah,
single
Brody,
coin...
I
I
think
one
we need to
note.
divert this to
I-
Brody.
I-
Brody,
I-
how much would it cost?
It would be like
What's
10,
the price?
$10. He would do it for
To
free.
what was the question?
You
To
gotta
lick
put
the
your-
escalator
yeah.
rail
All the way
one
around.
time around.
Yeah,
I'd do that for maybe like...
€100.
Just like at the local, underground station.
Yeah, like
Maybe
right here.
like 3,000 euro.
3,000. Holy shit.
Damn, that's expensive.
Man, so let me get this straight. For the legs, pretty good. It's pretty cheap with those. Don't mind. Get rid of them. I don't need them. Don't need the bloody legs. Get rid of them. But the tongue, he doesn't, he's got a...
That's pretty.
Yeah,
that's
but
pretty
with
nasty.
the legs, I know
Specific,
the risk.
yeah.
With licking a handrail, I don't know the risk.
What about a toilet seat?
Depends on the toilet.
That's
right?
also you can't contract a whole lot from a toilet seat because the what you can contract from what comes out someone's butt or out of their genitals is a lot less than what you can contract from what goes on a handrail.
So you're going with the toilet seat. Lock in toilet seat, Eddie.
What would you lick for cheaper? The toilet seat.
I'm pretty
or the
sure
handrail?
that the toilet seat is more sanitary than...
The
are we talking a
handrail.
public toilet seat or are we
Yeah.
talking like,
No,
do I just go
public.
lick Sean's toilet seat?
Well, mine's pretty much a public toilet seat right now. So.
Because,
You've been in there, you filthy animal.
Because, if say you're a woman, hypothetically you're a woman,
Right.
you've been out to a club
With you,
or
we could just
whatnot.
do it with you and not have to use the hypothetical
All right, I'm
because
a
you're
woman.
implying you're a woman.
But you're a woman, you've been out to a club and
Yeah.
you've sat on the toilet seats to take a leak, even though they might hover, but maybe you were too drunk and you sat down briefly. Then you go home and you change out of your clothes, you're just in your underwear. Everything underneath your thighs has touched that toilet seat. And it's the same with men as well. Like if you go take a crap or sit down to pee, the bottom of your thighs have touched that toilet seat multiple times, and then you just jump into bed and you scratch down here, and then you
No, mate.
do
I
up
shower.
here. Everything that's touched the bottom of your thighs has touched that toilet seat, and it's been touching that throughout your entire life,
No,
and you've
no.
never thought that the bottom of your thighs
That's not how I do it, bro.
Before you got here, I masturbated where you were sitting.
Hey, I'm just saying that
Not you, Lambert. You're cool.
Oh,
All right.
thanks, man.
no one would go and touch a toilet seat and then touch their face, but people
Bro.
will go sit down on a toilet seat, get up, go to bed, scratch the back of their thigh, touch their face, and that's literally
You're
just
coming across
touching
as a
the same
germaphobe.
thing.
I'm just gonna say it straight
and
up.
you're using a public toilet wrong. You gotta put a layer
For
of
someone-
toilet paper on the seat before you sit down.
For someone who pees
Nah,
so
I just
much,
shit on the floor.
Brody does the Asian squat. You ever had to use one of those Asian toilets and do a squat?
No, I've
do you
been
mean?
through a few airports that
You
have
never,
had them.
you never been to Asia?
Yeah, I've been to Japan. Those fancy toilets are pretty awesome. They
No,
wash your-
Japan is
your
like
ass. And then
Japan,
you press
like,
the
you know,
button and you get some air.
You're in Tokyo, yeah?
Yeah.
Were you anywhere else?
Yeah, I was in Kyoto,
Because
Osaka.
Japan has like the most amazing toilets in the world.
They're
But
complicated, man.
but in the rural parts of Japan, they normally have the old school.
Oh, we've got another hot minute with Lambert and Sean.
Welcome back to Hot Minute with Sean and Lambert.
Says Brodie's about to take a leak for the 15th time.
So here we are on the couch with Lambert and Sean. We're talking about this Hot Minute. We're talking about Japan and the toilets.
Yeah.
Now Lambert here, is it true or not that you've never used a traditional Asian Oriental style
Is that
toilet?
a hole in the ground?
It's a hole in the ground, my friend.
I've used a hole in the ground before. It's pretty gross.
You know, and it's got
But
like
when
a,
you
it's
got-
got like a
when you got it-
hose. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't see
Like
it.
it's like an actual like toilet. It's like ceramic, but it's built into the ground.
Yeah.
And you, excuse me, that you just squat over it.
Yeah.
I've never had to do number 2 over it, but
It's pretty gross.
oh, I think I hear our time coming to an end on Sean Lambert's Hot Minute.
See you
Sean
in a bit.
Lambert's Hot Minute.
See you
All
in
the
10
fancy
minutes.
guys in the week. Today's One Hot Minute was brought to you by
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Hey, Holmes. You got the Coca-Cola. Yep, all right, Brodie's back in the building. Just like Elvis was out, Brodie's one day will maybe die on the toilet like Elvis. The chances are quite high for you because you're on the
Yeah.
toilet quite a bit. Or maybe like
I'll never die on the toilet because I don't pee sitting down. So,
Oh, you're a disrespectful cunt.
well, okay, maybe you.
excuse me.
No,
if
it's-
I've got the hose, I'll use it.
It's fine with me. I'm not German,
No.
so I was raised to like it's okay for a man to pee standing up.
Do you pick up the seat? Or do you...
Yeah, of course.
Oh, I'm just checking.
I'm not paying
You
all
make
over the
you make a
seat.
little bit of
Just checking.
spillage. You clean it up.
Yeah.
That's your responsibility.
Fair enough.
But
I got great aim though.
yeah, and if you don't have great aim, then fucking take a seat, mate.
Take a seat.
Sit down and pee like a girl.
But I got great aim because I've been practicing.
You've been
all my
practicing
life.
a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Brodie gets a lot of court time, if you know what I mean.
Excellent experience.
Nice. They do say practice makes perfect. And Brodie, you're
They say
approaching
10,000
perfection.
hours is what it takes to become a
I can
pro in
fucking hit a
anything.
fly from 10 meters.
Yeah.
away, so.
I believe that.
10,000 hours to become a pro.
I
So
would actually like to try that just one time with
With-
something. I don't know
with
what.
what?
That's what I got to figure out.
What are you going to spend 10,000 hours doing? That's a
Quite
lot.
bit of hours, yeah.
How many days is that in a row, Brodie?
It's a few years, I think.
Seriously, 3 years.
A few years
just
non-stop. It's not a... No, actually, you can't do that.
I
That's
got a calculator.
calculators. Is that a technical fact check? Now we're getting into the rule books.
Ooh, yeah.
Let me pull out the podcast rule books.
Yeah.
Was 10,000 hours
You gotta do the
divided
math
by
in your head.
24.
10,000 hours
Which
divided by
is
10,000 beers.
Divided
10
by 10.
times 2.4, 10,000 divided by 10
Yes,
is
do the math,
1,000
Rain
times
Man.
2 times
My little Rain Man.
2.4 is 2,500.
I reckon it's about 3 years. If you do like
2,500
8 hours a day or something.
days.
We're all pro masturbators. That's what. That's the point, right? Nothing else.
I'm a master masturbator.
We're a jack of one trade, jacking off.
It's like six and a bit years.
You reckon? All right.
Pretty sure.
In your spare time, you let us know.
6 and a bit. That's an official measurement in Australia.
Well, it's
6 and a bit.
10,000 hours divided by 24. 24 is 10 times 2.4. 10,000 divided by 10 is 1,000. 2.4 times 1,000
That's if you're
is
practicing
two
all
and a
day.
half thousand. That's 2,500 days divided by 365 for a year, which is like 3 to 1,000 is 3 years times 2 is 6 years, is my thinking.
Brodie, you make absolutely no sense.
Yeah, you're thinking a bit too much.
Yeah, you're just saying a bunch of numbers. You're getting all the listeners confused. They're all angry right now. I'm sure everyone's angry. They're all like,
They're already
Okay,
too.
Google.
we wanted to listen to the Normal Fun podcast, not this number.
Hey Google,
If I hear another number,
how many years in 10,000 hours?
fuck's sake,
No, it
Brodie.
doesn't even understand me.
Doing so many, that's
Confuse
illegal,
the
man.
Fuck out of me. How many days are in 10,000 hours?
Brodie's not
Is that
even
what you said?
smoking weed, man, but he's
Yeah.
like, he's with the fairies or some shit, man.
Oh, Brody. What'd you do
Even
today?
Google doesn't even know what
Yeah,
you're
even
about.
Google's like, calm the fuck down.
Come the front. Who gives a shit, man?
Yeah.
Who cares? That shit's boring, man. Whatever.
Maybe it's
As
like,
Mateo would say, whatever, man, who cares?
We'll figure it out.
Shit's gay, man, it's lame.
I gotta work out my mathematics anyway.
I guess you gotta spend.
Hey, Google didn't even work.
You gotta spend your 10,000 hours on some math.
I thought we said 10,000 days.
Or what? 10,000 hours.
Can you guys stop saying numbers? For fuck's sake. All right, I'm going to change the topic right now.
Can I say something about I've been thinking?
No, you
I'm
can't.
pretty sure now that I think about it, I was quite wrong about the last calculation. By a matter of many, many factors.
No, Brodie, you can't redeem yourself. We're done
But
with numbers.
I want to say something that is quite dear to our heart. That I was thinking about the other day when I was walking to work is the fact that Berliners don't know how to walk. And me and Sean have talked about this often, and we think it could be a contributing factor that they don't all know how to drive. But then I heard about this other phenomenon called target fixation.
Okay.
It's where you
educate us, bro.
It's where, like, say you're on a motorbike and you're trying to avoid something on the road, like there's a rock falls on the road and you're trying to avoid it.
Okay.
But because you're looking at it, your body turns the bike to it, and it's target fixation, and it's a big thing in like motorbike riding because when you're trying to avoid a crash or something, but you're still looking at the thing you're trying to avoid, makes your body turn towards it. And then there's also another phenomenon, which is German people stare at you just as you're walking. Have you ever noticed that? It's like the Berlin stare, and they just look at you.
Yeah, they do
as
stare.
you're walking past. And I think I can like they'll walk, but they'll kind of look at you. Like I notice it all the time. Like they'll just stare back. What the fuck? Oh, and I'm like, all right, I remember. It's the Berlin stare, where they just look at you and then they keep walking. And I think I can combine these two,
And
Berlin stare and target fixation, which then combines to them fucking always walking into me for no fucking reason. Because they don't know how to fucking walk.
They could just be looking at you because you're queer. Because
And
You gotta stop wearing that shirt, man.
it's
you're
blue.
revealing your beer gut.
That's fucking... that's a six-pack containing a six-pack, so...
Yeah.
What do you think of my theory? The Berlin stare, which means people look at you constantly, and target fixation, I reckon it contributes also to what we've talked about, where they don't know how to drive because I don't think they've learnt, so they don't know the road rules, which is what we use for pedestrian rules, plus target fixation, plus they just fucking keep staring at you.
Can you just say target fixation one more time? I like that. How's that coming up, Ronan?
You can get a
Target fixation. We got a thumbs up from target fixation.
Brodie's currently fixated on his target.
You can get a...
Which is boring the audience with his fucking rants about fucking
which leads
numbers.
to a thing called subject insatiation, where you say
Which
a word
is
too
about
much.
fucking faggotation to fucking...
No, it's where you say a word too much and it stops it loses all meaning.
Which is
Stops
pretty
meaning
much
anything.
everything you've said. Can you repeat everything? I wasn't listening. No. Target fixation. I got that one. Oh, that was a great...
That was a solid 10 minutes of nothing.
Well, maybe you should have been listening, because I think this is a solid theory here.
Well,
I reckon that explains a fair bit of it.
I think they just don't know how to walk.
I can't believe you stopped me when I was going to go into something new and you went...
I'm sure you had a
back
great
onto it.
topic.
Yeah, went back onto the old pedestrian school.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about it the other day. I'm like,
We're gonna have to
holy
rename
shit,
this
someone needs to hear
podcast
this.
pedestrian school or some shit, so we can be clear with everyone. This podcast, we just talk about numbers and we talk about crossing the street and how it's annoying here.
Sounds like
Just to
Well,
be clear.
I probably got the numbers wrong. So
we found the topic of this podcast.
I said numbers. I didn't say like actual math or sums. We just say random numbers.
Yeah. Random numbers.
56.
56. Two fat chicks.
66
I never got those
clickety
bingo
clicks.
callers, you know, and be like 66, two fat chicks.
They actually say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's 88 Two Fat Ladies. Because 88 looks like
I could see
two
Brodie
fat ladies.
Brodie being a bingo caller.
Yeah.
Legs 1177 is
But in a
because-
really shitty
Legs.
pub with no one in it, in the middle of the outback. Like it's hot as hell. There's like one of those doors
God.
swinging, and there's flies everywhere.
You walk in, you hear Brodie, and you
Brodie's rolling one of those old little tin bingo ones, around, balls are rattling around. And the Powerball today is
with no legs.
67.
earning €100,000 a year, though.
Exactly.
I love those fucking
He's
old
just in
pubs,
a
though.
wheelchair with stumps.
Yeah.
I know Pistorius fucking
Oh,
legs
Stumpy.
on there.
Back when I had my legs, I was a whole
What
man.
happened to that guy? How did he
Yeah.
lose his legs? Old Stumpy. He's been here with us for a long time.
He opened his pub. No, he's losing 100,000 euros a day, a year.
Hey, that means I cut even. Every business wants to do that.
Oh, yeah, I know one that really wants to do that right now.
What else? I'd just get Brodie's feet and go on vacation and take photos of myself in various holiday destinations with his feet having a great time, drinking cocktails and partying with hookers and shit and doing cocaine.
It's like, hey, Brodie, it's like you're here with me.
Yeah.
I'd always make the joke when I'm drunk, like, oh, I'm fucking legless. You're like, everyone has to laugh because I'm paying them
Yeah.
from my 100,000 a year.
My best mate in Australia said if he ever got rich, he'd pay Bob Dylan to follow him around and just agree with him. So it's like getting in an argument with somebody, like, what the fuck, man? I'm totally been waiting here for 45 minutes for this shit. And be like, yeah, what do you say, Bob? And Bob's in the background, like, like can't even speak. He's like a shell of a man.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was he, man. It was he. Yeah, see, Bob's agreeing with me, motherfucker. Now you need to get your shit together, otherwise Bob's gonna be mad. You don't want to see Bob when he gets mad.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was he. What else would he do? He said he would get a billboard with a picture of himself on it.
A billboard with a picture of himself.
Yeah, but it's a moving billboard.
Oh, okay.
So it starts off with his face and he's really sad. And then he's got his hand and it slowly goes up and turns into a thumbs up and his face goes from a frown to
That's
a smile.
pretty cool.
And that's all it is. And it's on the
pretty cool.
highway.
That's pretty cool.
So he just becomes this
A sign of
a
enlightenment.
rich tycoon.
Just like, But I reckon you have to be there long enough to see it, you know what I mean? Otherwise, it's just like, you see the sad part and you drive by and you don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, the fact that, I mean, the thing is, if anyone were to get rich,
You just do stupid shit like that.
no, I think a lot of people would do boring shit and do stupid shit, but my best mate in Australia would do the most interesting things.
Ah, okay.
I would much prefer him to get
Rich.
rather than me, because I don't know what I would do with it. I'd buy a few things, buy some nice towels.
Towels.
Yeah, I don't know, fucking some luxury things.
How nice do towels get that you need to buy towels when you get rich?
Well,
Buy some nice towels, get a fucking Persian rug.
Okay,
get
a
some,
rug I can see.
You know what
but
I
a
mean?
towel.
Man, I buy new socks every day. You see, I'll be living like a king. I'd do that. But he would do these kind of crazy things. He'd be like, I want to buy all of my friends' minis. But the old minis, the Mr. Bean minis. So everyone has a mini. So when we go places, everyone has their own individual mini. And it's like we're on a go-kart track. And I'm like, that's pretty badass.
That's pretty
he
nice.
thinks of those
Yeah,
ideas.
that's pretty cool.
To
I like
waste
that.
money.
I like
And
that.
I would just be like, I'd buy nice things.
Yeah. I like that though. The
But
minis.
cool, maybe
yeah,
I'll
that's
get
pretty
some
cool.
imported shirts.
I always wanted a mini panel van as a kid.
Oh yeah.
A mini pano.
They made them. They didn't make a lot of them, but they did make them.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's like a mini, but
They made
a panel
heaps
van.
of different varieties of minis. There's, if you look it up, there's all these different. There's a hearse mini, and
It's probably the mini
Why
panel
is there a
van.
mini
I don't
hearse
fucking know. People make cars.
For
People get
midgets?
obsessed with
For
cars,
small
and they
people.
for midgets? Yeah. Just
like a mini monster truck and shit like that.
There's a market, I guess,
Yeah.
for little people.
Yeah, for midgets. Oh, you don't say midgets, you say little
Yeah,
people?
we say little people. I guess.
No, that one I never understood.
I think the little people is more offensive,
like-
isn't it?
Yeah, you think like
Yeah.
it's like, hey, I thought I told you don't call me gay. You call me a faggot, you know? Or like call me a dick muncher. Like little person sounds far more condescending than midget, like or
That's
or
what I think
dwarf.
too. Yeah.
I mean, I guess dwarfs are mythical as well, which is kind of that also confused me because you have dwarfs in like Lord of the Rings, but you have dwarfs in real life, and they're all they are is actors who play the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. You know, it's like the chicken or the egg. What do you got, mate?
There's a good scene in like the UK office where they're discussing this, where it's like, you know, it's like little people, midget, dwarf, and then there's someone in there like fixing something. He's like, so what's like a? I think he says like, so what's a pixie? He's like, all right, just fucking, because they're all just throwing out all these different terms. Like, is it dwarf or little person or? That doesn't sound right. But I think dwarf is
I like
a
midgets.
mythical creature.
Yeah, for sure. I like midgets. Has like a nice ring to it. I don't feel. I mean, I'm not a midget, so
I don't know any midgets.
I would love to have like a best friend. Like that's.
I only just met a black person. I'm really behind, you know?
Yeah, you gotta get with the times, man.
Yeah. Just
Sean's
slowly.
so enlightened in 2019.
Yeah.
Look, everyone, this
He's
is
calling
Lambert.
people faggots, but he has a black friend, so
Yeah.
it's like crazy.
Hey, let me get this straight, okay? The only people I'm calling faggots are people that aren't gay. I was actually going to say before that me and Brodie now have, well, this is the first pod we're doing with okay microphones. One that I just purchased and one that Brodie has. But Lambert doesn't have a microphone, so he's kind of wedged in between the two.
It's
and
like
I was
a
just thinking, you're
reverse
like, oh
order.
yeah, the white man get the microphone. The black man don't get no microphone, no. He ain't good enough for no microphone.
Actually, I had to give more of my microphone to Lambert because my voice was too deep.
We don't even have yours switched on, Brodie.
It's all an illusion.
It's just an illusion.
As I said before, I'm doing a cappella.
Yeah. It's the a cappella
Power
podcast.
to the people.
I just go straight. They just give me the mic cord and I just fucking put it in.
So I think that's about it, guys. We're going to wrap things up for this week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
You don't know that. We might all die in a bus.
Hey.
If we catch a bus. Brodie might fall into a toilet. It's a good chance. We've spoken about it.
Yeah.
But regardless, we've got some gear and it's a new year. And what else can I run? Beer.
Is that a wrap?
Yeah, it's the
That's
wrap.
a wrap.